So ball position will be right here in the middle, and you can keep it there if you want. For the long putts, which is what I'm going to start you with today, if you want to feel like you have a little more power, you're going to play it more forward in your stance. So when we say forward, forward means closer to your left foot.
Oh,
that doesn't mean that it's going to be off the left toe. If this is our middle position, forward is going to be just one ball in front of where that normal position would be. If your brain is already exploding, like, oh God, I have to remember something different, play it in the middle. That's absolutely okay.
It's your hybrid position, right?
It's your hybrid position. Exactly. This can help you get a little extra power for these long putts. So if you are a person, if you've been playing a little bit and you find you leave everything short, the first putt just never really quite gets there, then this might be a position for you to try. Okay? The other thing to watch for is making sure the eyes are over the golf ball. We practice all of our shots where we're standing so far away. So a lot of times when somebody's newer at golf, when they come in to putt, I often will see this too, where the toe of the golf club is still sitting up. Because that's kind of how a regular shot would always set us up. So when you're setting up for a putter, you want to feel like the putter is flat to the ground. And then try to get your distance away where your back can be comfortably bent over, however that means for each of you, where your eyes are over the golf ball. The last thing that I really always teach, and I know some of you guys have heard me say this, I want to make sure the arms are not fully extended when we're setting up for this shot. So it's here. We're going to feel like those elbows come into your sides. You see that? Mm-hmm. And so those are the basic things that we look at. Now talking about grip, there are a variety of different grips, but I do like to have at least some sort of length in this left hand to hopefully help prevent hitting it with your hands. Because if you're going to try to keep this golf ball rolling in the direction you want it to roll, then we need to make sure that as we hit, the wrists look very stable. So we want to make sure that the wrists aren't moving. If we're doing this, that club face is going to go open, the club face will close. It'll be very hard to predict what direction that golf ball is going to go in. So when you're holding a cup of water, and really it started, but they just didn't do it that way. I said a glass of wine. Yeah. So you can do it with a glass of wine. It'll make it fun. Yeah. And your goal is, can you make a stroke without having any of the wine or water spill? Ah. So if you start to move it, you would see that the cup would tip. So you could do that at home. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so getting ourselves set up, club flat, ball position. Then what I want you to find is ideally today, as we work on these long putts, I want you to try to find equal length backstroke to forward stroke. Each of you, that's going to look different. Some of you might be just beyond this right toe, just beyond the left toe. Others might be a little bit further. You shouldn't feel like you have to take it so far back that the legs start moving. If the legs start moving, that's too big of a swing. So let's try to keep really still in our lower body as we find this even length stroke. So for me, I'm going to set up, get myself positioned, one look at the target, and then again, really focus on what that length of stroke needs to be.